Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back to your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about LCX. So with that being said, I hope that you are all having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are out there in the world. We have been witnessing LCX absolutely exploding in value in just the last couple weeks, and it is very exciting to see. But this is something that we have been anticipating going back to 2022, right? And by the way, I did post them on my Twitter account. You guys are more than welcome to go check it out and go all the way back to around like August and even July of 2022. I was buying LCX heavy from like the end of summer all the way through the wintertime. Now I have the receipts. They're already posted on my X account. But the reason why I was buying LCX is because regulations, compliance, things like that. Like, this is where things are starting to really kind of shift, right? Exchanges are going to be under the same scrutinization around regulations. They are going to have to go through compliance measurements. They're going to have to be regulated. And the ones that already have the foot through the door, the ones that are already preparing for this, they are going to be major winners. That's why I was buying LCX. But we got a nice spike back in January of 2023. And then for a whole year, we're talking about for a whole damn year, it was a downtrend and sideways price action. And then the FUD started. All during October into November, it was nothing but FUD. Oh, Gilbert Verdian from Quant is saying that LCX, they can't even work with LCX. All right, LCX is a scam. Oh, the team is dumping their tokens, blah, blah, blah. All of that FUD at the exact bottom on LCX before we have this massive spike up in the market. And guess what? We are now trading at a higher price point than where we were at back in September of 2021, right before LCX ran all the way up to about almost like 50 some cents. And I know that coin market cap's a little bit different. It's saying that the all-time high here was November 16th, 2021 at around 70 cents, which does seem fair. I think Coinbase had it at around like 60, 65 cents or something like that. But nonetheless, it looks like LCX is starting to erupt in value. And I feel as though LCX is starting to have a lot of eyes on it. This is already on major exchanges, so I do believe that a lot of the retail sectors also eyeing up LCX on Coinbase because, again, it's the easiest way to get LCX. But this has been a gem on my radar for a while. Now, outside of this, Monty, the CEO and founder of LCX, put out a full review of Davos 2024, a week full of announcements, LCX partnership talks, business development, one-on-one meetings. LCX has been recognized as one of the leading companies in crypto and blockchain alongside Hedera, Coinbase, and even Circle. Check out this video.
We are wrapping up Davos 2024 and it had been an incredible busy week. We did 15 to 20,000 steps every day, running around from events, hosting our own private dinner reception over here. We did a founders dinner as an off-record event. I also did 5 keynotes on tokenization and regulation of the crypto industry. And then besides that, our team and me, we had been invited to a lot of events, from Wall Street Journal, CNBC, to a lot of like intimate gatherings with high profile people. So I can tell you, I met the CEO of MasterCard, CEO of World Bank, bumped into will.i.am at a party yesterday. We've been at Salesforce, we met Hedera, Coinbase, and a lot of people who are fascinated about what we do in tokenization and how we drive the crypto industry to help it to grow it to reach the next level. And I can tell you, this year it will be a lot about crypto integrity and compliance. 2024, we will be filing the MiCA licenses as one of the first, or the first, hopefully. That's the key goal. And then we're driving our growth of liquidity at LCX Exchange. That's a key topic. And then last but not least, the whole R&D topic with tokenization of diamonds, but also tokenization of every other asset possible, whether it's financial instruments to art, to any other thing where we find a good partner to keep the growth. So goodbye from Davos and talk to you soon.
And again, you know, as he did mention there, right, MiCA, they want to be the first, hopefully the first, regulated crypto exchange around MiCA. Now, they have been trying to do this for a while. Back in October, actually, and this is exactly what I was talking about then. I was saying, listen, like, they are already on the path to compliance and having everything put in place to be the first regulated crypto exchange. But again, this was sponsored. This was a sponsored article, and everyone thought, oh, they're paying for, you know, these articles. So obviously they're trying to generate hype and generate buzz, because this was leading the European crypto charge. LCX set to become the first MiCA-ready exchange in Liechtenstein. Now, again, I don't mind sponsored articles like this. In fact, for a smaller player like LCX, they need to get their name out there. They need to have marketing behind them. It is just like, that's just the real deal here. Like, for a lot of people, they think, oh, well, they don't need to have any sponsored articles. They don't need to do anything. They don't need to hype the substance. That's exactly what they do need, because Hedera back in 2021, for an example, had zero marketing and it only hit about like 50 some cents. So growth happens from marketing. Getting the name out there, getting what you are building out there so that people can realize the potential behind it is so damn crucial. But beyond that, they have been planning this since going all the way back to June of 2022. Again, another reason why I was buying LCX heavy is because of things like this, right? We knew that MiCA was on its way, and we knew that LCX was taking every single major step that they needed to in order to become that first regulated crypto exchange. Now, MiCA is a major driving factor, right? This is going to be a significant piece of the regulatory front around crypto. For an example, MiCA will regulate the following crypto assets: utility tokens or non-financial tokens used to digitally offer access to services, applications, or resources on DLT networks. E-money tokens are crypto assets that have a fixed value based on a single fiat currency and are intended to behave similarly to electronic money. Asset reference tokens are designed to keep their value stable by referencing several currencies that are one or more crypto assets, legal currency, one or more commodities, or a basket of such assets. And the need for MiCA, well, it's crucial, right? And Europe seems to be the first ones to really kind of go live with legal clarity around crypto. I think that this is going to be a very big shift in the overall scene around crypto and regulations, and put a major green light on every single major nation moving towards regulating crypto as well. And I think that this is going to really put everything in motion, even around the US, getting their things together and finally saying, all right, yeah, we need to regulate this now. So I think that MiCA is the starting point. And by the way, as we really look at implementation around MiCA, it was 12 to 18 months back in June of 2023. So right now we are looking at the timeline. And I did share this in a recent video as well. The timeline by the end of December of 2024. So this year, the end of this year, we should have a lot of big movements on MiCA to be fully implemented. Quarter 1 is a consultation package 3 publication. Then we have June of 2024, entry into application title 2 and title 4. And then beyond that, we also have the rest of the titles down there on the bottom right in December of 2024. So we are watching this closely, because this, like I said, is a big deal. And it is going to affect a lot of these major players, including, of course, LCX. And the best part about this is that LCX is at the forefront of this, and they have been building towards this. Beyond that, we also got a little bit of an insight regarding blockchain and MiCA at Davos. Check this out. Again, this is from LCX, and this is from Davos. This is the government of Liechtenstein. This is the director at SFID unit of the government of Liechtenstein.
We keep, this is a promise, we keep pioneering that space, so we're not done, we're just at the beginning. And I think with MiCA, that is really the start of something big in the blockchain community and beyond. So I think, yeah, that is what I would love for you to take, because we will have the MiCA adoption the adoption of our blockchain act ready pretty much at the same date with MiCA coming into force. So to allow for smooth transition for the local actors and also so that they can profit from the grandfathering and simplified registration procedure under MiCA.
So just like I said before, right? Like this is the starting point. Like this is going to be very similar to like the Bitcoin ETFs, right? So everyone was talking about the Bitcoin ETFs. The big thing to focus on with the ETFs and even with MiCA is that these are the starting points. For example, the ETF, we're going to start to see these big institutions tapping into tokenization services, building out specific crypto solutions. They want to introduce their clientele to crypto, and they want to become the big leaders behind that. But they're going to be tapping into those that they can trust, that are regulated, that have compliance first. That's why I do think that LCX definitely is extremely overlooked in this space right now. And I do think that's going to continue to erupt in value. I personally see LCX hitting at least $2 in this next run up. I think that is very conservative in my opinion, but again, it's because of the work put in by the LCX team. But also, when we look at a few things, go back to just recently, this got updated in May of 2023. The LCX exchange gets licensed in Liechtenstein to help banks create their own digital assets. It has been granted 8 out of the 11 crypto-related licenses in Liechtenstein, and I don't know if this got even updated within the sponsored post. But I know that they have been working heavily on getting a lot of these major licenses approved. So they actually hold 9 blockchain registrations, including exchange service provider, token custody, physical validator, operates centralized spot exchange, and facilitates registered initial token sales on behalf of projects on their launchpad. Now, I don't know if they got any more, but it was at the time that this article got posted, it was 8. Now they have 9. So it could very well be 10 now. Could be 11. We don't know. But they have been making major moves on that front. And again, this originally got posted back in January of 2021. This got updated in May of 2023. So again, they have been making noise, and they definitely want to offer a lot of the major solutions that these major banks want to tap into. Which again, like now is the best time to be looking into the players that are trying to help the banks and really kind of building out solutions and infrastructure layers that they could tap into. This is also why I talk about Ripple a lot on the channel. This is also why I talk about Quant a lot and even Hedera. But also, remember, and I know that a lot of people hate to hear this, LCX has joined the World Economic Forum back in January of 2019 for the Fourth Industrial Revolution. Now, I've been talking about the Fourth Industrial Revolution for a while. It is underway. We are starting to see a new world being created through blockchain and DLT solutions, even with AI being tapped on in. I think that everyone should be focusing on a lot of these elite tokens, and I do believe that LCX is definitely one of them. I think that we can get extremely wealthy off of looking into and researching the movements behind the scenes around the Fourth Industrial Revolution. In my opinion, LCX definitely is a big piece of that puzzle as well. But also, remember that LCX also joined the Global Digital Finance to shape public policy for cryptocurrency and blockchain technology back in September of 2019. Like I said, they have been a part of this regulatory and compliance front for a very long time. They want to help redefine and rethink public policies and create global standards around crypto, around blockchain. This is also why I think that everyone that is avoiding LCX, that is overlooking LCX, that is following the FUD, you're missing out on something that is very special in my opinion. I mean, when we really look at LCX today, I mean, yeah, we could have a pullback. It looks like we are pulling back down into a support zone. The crucial thing here is for us to actually hold above 18 cents, but definitely watch if we do lose it for a major buy opportunity. But this thing is sitting at about $150 million in market cap. Just to put things into perspective, and I know that this is crazy to think about, but as we march forward on into a more regulated and compliant space, a lot of these exchanges are going to have to innovate. They're going to have to become extremely compliant and regulated. When we talk about exchange tokens like BNB, right? We're talking about $43.6 billion worth of market cap. All right. Beyond that, there's a lot of other big players, like, for example, Crow, right? Crypto.com. You can go down the list. Like, these are $2 billion plus almost market cap tokens. But there's a ton of other ones on the list as well. And I don't know if I don't know if they're still on the list. I know FTX token is still on here, almost with $1 billion market cap. It did have a much larger market cap just recently. BitGet token, $813.7 million. Some of these tokens, I mean, they're extremely overvalued in my opinion. Not undervalued, overvalued in my opinion, because these exchanges, they're not fully compliant. They don't have a lot of the things that, for example, LCX does have, which is why I do think that it sets LCX apart from all of the rest in this space right now, because they have been putting in the time, they have been putting in the effort, and it really does show. That's also why I do think that LCX is an absolute underdog. It's extremely undervalued, and I do believe that going further on to this next cycle, I believe that LCX is going to explode in value much more than it is even now. Do I think that it still has a 10x opportunity run in it? I do believe so, but it is a higher risk to hold it to $2. We still have to watch to see a major pullback because it did have a substantial run. I mean, it did do a 5x off of the lows that we were buying in just recently in October. So, hey, as we really look at LCX, watch for a strong pullback. If we do get one, definitely look into loading up on some LCX, because I don't think that it's going to be a bad decision at all leading into this next cycle. A lot of people are saying that it could be the BNB of this next cycle. I don't know if it's that. I don't know if LCX is that built out yet. I still think it's a little bit too early for LCX to be eyeing BNB numbers, but I do think that it could hit $2 to almost $3 in this next cycle. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Peace out.